Hi, my name's Patricia Mues, and this is my kitchen. Today we'll be making pasta. Now there are a couple kinds of pasta. The kind that you get at the store, this may look familiar to you, is made with flour, water, and salt. The kind that we're going to make today, which is called egg pasta, is made with eggs, flour, salt, and olive oil. The special ingredient in this is something called semolina flour. Semolina flour has what's called gluten, a lot of gluten in it. All flour has gluten. This has a lot of it, which means that it makes the dough stick together better and roll out better. So we'll be using semolina. You don't have to use semolina. You can use all regular flour if that's what you have. This I got at Major Market. It's available locally. So to make the dough, we're going to make it the easy way. We're not going to make it by hand. We're going to make it in the handy food processor. So how we start is we start with eggs. I break each egg separately so I don't get any shell or anything in with the dough. So we start with one egg. That goes in. Second egg. The second egg. And then we're going to put in the semolina flour. We use a half cup. You don't have to be precise. And we use a second half cup because it's one egg per half cup of flour. So we're using one total. You can also see this pretty yellow color. It'll make the pasta really pretty. Now we add a healthy pinch of salt, a little drizzle of olive oil, and the lid goes on. Now, this first half that we're doing here is to get the semolina flour wet. Semolina flour has a tendency to be very dry. So what we want to do is let that work first and sit for a minute. So we're going to turn that on. And that's enough for that for now. And we let it sit for a minute, and then we come back and complete the process. Okay, we've let this sit for 5 minutes, and now we're going to add the other eggs and the rest of the flour. We have 2 more eggs and another cup of flour. Another egg. That's the third. And that's the fourth. So we have 4 eggs in. And get rid of all the eggs. And now we come back for more flour. Another cup, half cup for each egg. 1/2. Oh. Now, we let this run for a little bit, and then we can see if we have exactly the right consistency. It's always a little different because you're using different flour, and the eggs are slightly different sizes, so don't worry if it's not exactly right. Now what you see is beginning to form a ball. It's exactly what you want it to do. So let's stop it, open the food processor, and see what we got. If you can see, this dough is a little sticky. We want it to be drier than that. We don't want it to stick to our hands or to the food processor. So we put it back on. And this, you know, every once in a while I get lucky and it's exactly right the first time, but usually I have to add a little more. So you throw in a little more flour. You put your top back on. And now you can see the sides are much cleaner. I can take it out and it doesn't really stick to my hands. But this is the time for a little bit of flour. Just sprinkle a little flour over it. Turn it over, a little more flour. And now we're going to give it just a little tiny bit of a kneading. You just fold it, turn it, press it, fold it, turn it, press it. And that's it. Our dough is ready to rest. We take a plastic bag or a piece of plastic wrap, find the right end, press it out, make it into a large size disc, make sure it's got flour on all sides, wrap it up, and it will go away for half an hour, and then it will be ready to roll.